the offering of Cain. Right?
Right.
That's exactly right. Because Cain tried to get all the good fruit he could produce, and then he tried to come to God with all the good fruit he could produce.
Right.
That's a type and a shadow of all of us. How many people in the Christian world are all busy trying to gather all their good fruit to bring it to God?
Tons. Yeah.
Not just for acceptance, but so that He'll bless you.
Right.
See, God's wrath is revealed against that system. He rejected that system. And we can even see a whole picture of this in his interaction with Cain. Because when Cain tried to come with his works, and his works weren't acceptable, God came to Cain and tried to reason with Cain. And he said, Cain, if you don't offer correctly, will your offering not also be acceptable? Look, I brought an offering to you. There's a sin offering crouching right outside the door. Go grab that sin offering and master it, meaning offer it. And then will you not also be exalted? And Cain would not.
Right. Right.
And so the wrath of God against the system Cain wanted to have life through was seen in Cain, because shortly thereafter, Cain murdered Abel.
Right.
Murder is not the fruit of God's life. So we could see God's judgment upon the system Cain was believing in manifested in Cain, because when Cain kept believing that way, it produced murder in him and not love.
Right.
Okay? Does everybody see that? Look, and I encourage everybody, when you read the scriptures about Cain and Abel, it's a woeful translation the way it's written there. When it says sin is crouching outside the door, it actually says a sin offering is crouching outside the door. Okay? And if you look that word up in the Hebrew, it says a four-hoofed animal is what the word that's used for sin. It says a four-hoofed animal. And when you look it up in the Septuagint, it actually says sin offering. Okay? And so God was coming to reason with Cain. Because Cain wanted to be exalted by his works, but Abel came with blood.
Yeah.
The Bible says that the life of the flesh is in the blood. So Cain brought blood, declaring to God, not by my works will I be exalted, O God, but by you and your grace. God said, this guy gets it.
Right.
Okay? Then Cain wanted to be exalted by the good fruit he could produce.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted to come, he wanted to love the best he could, be peaceful, have joy, be kind, be meek. He wanted to get the best he could and then come to God with that. Okay, God, put me up, exalt me now. And he can't be exalted that way. God wasn't trying to be an ASS. It's just you can't be exalted that way. So it's not like God was like, I'll show him. No. There's only one way you can be exalted, and it's got to be by God and his doing apart from your works. So Cain didn't do that. But then God comes and tries to reason with Cain. He tries to talk to him about what will cause a person to be exalted. He tells him, God even brings the offering. There it is, buddy. Go offer it, man.
I'm your
Do you
sufficiency.
know how many times